Hello everyone, I got this idea for this video from Richard Maccook, and I was supposed to film this on Saturday, but as it happens it's now Wednesday. Anyway, as I started watching Richard's video, I thought I would have pretty much all of them, but as it turned out I only had one of the CDs that he had, and of the rest I had only seen the jam. All the rest of them were completely unknown to me. So I started thinking that, okay, I have a few different ones, but the more I thought about them, the more I found. And actually one of the reasons why I am this late filming this is that there were several times after I had filmed these videos, I realized that, okay, there's still more. And I am still leaving 2 records out, which may or may not be BBC recordings, but I don't actually even want to check if they are or if they aren't. So let's start with the only one that was common with the both of us, and that is David Bowie at the Beeb. These are between 68 and 72. And because of this title, Bowie at the Beeb, I am going to include all of the BBC recordings that I have, even if they are not titled as Live at the BBC. Okay, so let's start with 2. Thin Lizzy at the BBC, double CD. These are recordings from 71 to 83. And Status Quo, Live at the BBC. These are between 1966 and 1996. And both of these were released as part of the, I think there were 7 CD box sets. Now, I am a fan of the Status Quo, but not so much that I would have paid as much as it cost, which is why I thought that, okay, a double CD will do for me. I am such a fan of Thin Lizzy that I would have paid that much, but as I looked at the track listing, there were several songs that were there like over and over and over and over again. So I just didn't want to pay so much for the same songs, which is why I decided to go with the double CD. Okay, like I said, the only other one that I had seen from Richard videos was the Jam, which I don't have, but I do have Paul Weller, and these are between 1990 and 2008 double CD. Then Fairport Convention, Heyday. These are from 68 to 70, no, 68 and 69, so very early ones. And I also have Sandy Dennis box set Live at the BBC, 3 CD and DVD. This is my only Live at the BBC box set. Excellent. And then, hold on, Dusty Springfield, the complete BBC sessions. And I also have Live at the BBC DVD. Then 3 Live at the BBC double CD. Excellent stuff. Dire Straits, Live at the BBC. This is 8 tracks, 7 of which are from 1978, and the last one, Tunnel of Love, is from 1981. I believe that this one was a contract filler to end Dire Straits recording contract. Okay, next one a bit different. This is Motorhead, BBC Live and In Session, double CD. These are from 78, 79, 81 and 86. Then Queen on Air, double CD. This includes 3 sessions from 1973, 2 from 1974 and 1 from 1977. So surprisingly few sessions from Queen, I have to say. Okay, then Dr. Feelgood, Live at the BBC. These are all from 1974 and 75, and I believe that there is a second one, double CD, I think from 1975 to 1978, if I'm correct. But at least there is a second one. Okay, let's take 2 which are probably ones that went past the bigger audience, since both of these are released on a tiny label. This one is Judy Seal, Live in London, BBC recordings 1972, 1973, and there is a much better picture of Judy here on the gatefold. And Kirsty McCall, What Do Pretty Girls Do? These are between 1989 and 1995. And then, yeah, okay, let's say this one. This is Dexys Midnight Runners, the Projected Passion Review, and these are from 1981. And I also have from Dexys Midnight Runners, I have At the BBC 1982 double LP. And now at this point let's take 3 that are my most listened to of these BBC recordings. And at third is Rory Gallagher BBC Sessions double CD. There was earlier this year there was a triple LP of BBC Sessions released, which I am yet to buy. Looking at the track listing, I believe the final track Hoodoo Man was the only one that doubles with both of these releases. So yeah, I will buy that one later on. And second most listened to is Cream BBC Sessions, 26 tracks, 4 of which are short interviews with Eric Clapton. Excellent stuff. And by far my most favorite and also by far my most listened to of all of these live at the BBCs is Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac live at the BBC double CD. Absolutely amazing stuff. Love this, absolutely. Okay, and then let's continue. A couple of the ones that I realized at the last moment that I had forgotten were Faces. BBC Sessions, double LP. And Had Me a Real Good Time at the BBC, single LP. Oh, there's In Session and Concert 1971-1973. Okay, then Bobby Gentry live at the BBC. This was fantastic release when I got this one. Rolling Stones on Air. 2 of these are from 1963 and the rest of them are from 1964 and 1965. Double LP on Air. Okay, then Ronnie Lane and the band Slim Chance at the BBC. Double LP. These are from 73, 74 and 76. And Pose BBC Sessions 1984, 1985. One day as I was filming, it took me forever to find this for the reason that I had put this with the rest of the Pose LPs where I didn't realize to look this for. And I think this is the earliest of these releases. This is Beatles live at the BBC, double LP. Excellent stuff, but for whatever reason, I really haven't listened to that much. I mean, I have listened to it quite a bit, but really not as much as I would have thought. And then also Beatles on Air, live at the BBC, Volume 2, double LP plus EP. And then I showed this kind of thing also. This is Def Leppard, the early years 1979-81, and this is a 5 CD box, which is like this. Let's see. There's All Through the Night, There's High and Dry, When Walls Come Tumbling Down, that's B-sides and other oddities, and this is Raw, which is early BBC recordings from 79 and 80. And I have quite a plenty of these kind of BBC recordings that are as part of a bigger releases. For example, Black Sabbath Born Again, the second CD is live BBC recording. But yeah, I'm not gonna pull all of those out since they aren't individual releases. Okay, so that's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.